Alright, good day. I'm going to be showing you how I do my jewellery today. Now please excuse the noises. I've got dogs sleeping and snoring. I've got other dogs playing. But yeah. Alright, so I start off with this is a golf tee and a bit of poster putty, and stick that on there, and I rub it over with some, it's a tissue with, I use the isocol, which is mainly alcohol, and that's to get any oils off from where you've touched it or anything, and then I check the tops and make sure that they're all nice and shiny clean. And then I find a piece that I quite like. I think this bit over here is quite pretty, so I will dunk it in that spot. And exactly where you dunked it in is exactly the pattern you'll end up with. Now I find there's usually sometimes quite a lot of paint on the bottom, so sometimes I'll just let it go to one corner and then just let it drip off a little bit. And then I'll turn it back, just let the paint go back down. And then when I think that's all even, I put it into, it's probably easier for me to move this over here than try and move the camera. I've got this bit of polystyrene and I'll put that in there. Sorry, it's a bit hard to do. Sorry, there's dogs playing behind me. It's night time here, but for some reason they've got lots of energy. Alright, now here's another one. So I've got the poster putty, and I'll just put that down. Poster putty on the side. You don't want to pick it up a few times just to make sure it's going to stick nicely. And when you feel it sticking nicely, yeah, and you can leave that there. And you get these are called cabochons. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Anyway, the rounded side is the side that you stick the poster putty to, and the flat side is the side that we want to have for putting the paint on. So now I'm just rubbing a little bit of that rubbing alcohol over it, and I check that that's come out nicely. Yep, that looks good. And then I look for another place that I think looks nice. Quite like this bit, but it goes a bit funny there, so I'll just do something with that pattern. There we are. So now dunk that in there. Got to make sure it's gone to all corners. Lift it up so you can see the pattern there. And oh, there's a lot of paint on that one. So I'll just let that drip off to that one corner. It's too thick a paint on the back. It'll be hard to get it to fit into the trays, you see. So I want to try and get rid of any excess. Dog's playing. Alright, that'll do, and then just bring it back to get the weight of the paint back back again so it's even as possible. And I place it onto the polystyrene here, polystyrene is just something I got from inside a package that I bought. And then I carry on like that. And then I will get back to you and show you what I do with them afterwards. Okay. Right, I can see some beautiful parts here for dipping. So what I'm doing now is I'm just got some this, which is alcohol, rubbing alcohol, antiseptic, and put some on a tissue, rub it over that, and then dry it with a dry part. And then what's important to do is just to check it, that there's no scratches on it, because I have found on a few of them that they've got little scratches, and of course you don't want to be spending your time choosing the best part to dip and then you find it's ruined. Okay. And then the same with the whatever you're using for your earrings. It's best to spin it round, because sometimes you think, oh, that's a scratch or a bubble or something, but it's just the light reflecting. Right, I'm going to start off with this bit here. I think this is so pretty. Hope you can see it. I think you can see it close enough. So I have to try and work out where this is going to fit. The noise in the background is a baby puppy suckling from its mother. So try and get that centered. And then pull it out slowly. And if there's an excess of paint, sometimes there's an excess of paint, I usually let it drip off, but I think that's all right. Just centre it up like you would a painting. Isn't that pretty? And then I pop it into, I don't know if you can see it, can I bend this around? I don't want the camera to fall up. Pop it into here, which is polystyrene. Can you see that? And now I take two of the little ones for the earrings and find a similar pattern. Now this is a bit crooked, so I might just add a bit more so it's straight. Alright, now where I pulled it up from that last one, it's left a beautiful shape here, like a little flower, so I'm going to use that. Try and centre it. And when I pull that up, it should do the same. Right, see, it's got a bit of a drip on that. Don't know if you can see, I'm just going to let that drip off. But you don't want to go upside too much, and then swivel it. Get the paint centered back into the middle, and then I'll put that in the polystyrene and then do the same with this one and find the middle. It's pretty. Let some of that excess off, swivel it, center that back up, put it in the polystyrene. I try and keep the sets next to each other so I can work out what goes where. Now, this one here is so pretty. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's beautiful metallic, and there's like all these beautiful colours of the aquamarine and even reds in there and greens. So I touch this, so I'm just rubbing it back over. Oh, puppy. I think it's alright. Oh, it's so pretty. I wish you had one to fit the whole lot. Where will the prettiest part be? Is that the best one? What about the square? Might just do the square. Got to kind of push it around so that you make sure it's covered the whole of the bottom of the cabochon. See how there's kind of a big lump there, so I'll just let that drip off the corner. If you let it touch a bit of paint underneath, just slightly, it helps to grab it off. Centre it up. Listen to those puppies suckling. Oh, so pretty. Sometimes you wish you could just have that. Right, so because I did the square one and I've got these to match with the square one, but I don't want a scented flower like that because that's not how that one looked. So I'll get it sort of maybe a bit of that red in there and the aquamarine. Have a bit of the both in there. And look, I didn't let it go all over the bottom of the cabochon, so I'll just let that touch somewhere. It won't be noticeable. I'll just let excess paint drip off. Centre that up. Still not a huge amount of that aqua there. I might just put a bit more on there. If at the end you find that there's a bit missing, you can just pop it back in when you do another pour into a similar colour. Which just reminded me that's something I want to do. Right, so a bit of the red, bit of the aqua. So pretty. The excess go. There we are. And it's just a matter of, gee, looking for the best parts. What you can do, if you're not sure, like this here, it's all a bit of a mess really, apart from that one flower. I could try dragging see what happens. You want to bring up some of the other colour. Make a pattern even. That's looking quite pretty there now. of an odd shape for this. Oh, that's really pretty. Now, even though that's really pretty, it's nothing like what the pendant's like. So you've got to find bits that are like the pendant, which should be more like over here. That had a bit of maybe a cross section there. It doesn't matter that it goes on the side because you can scrape that off, which is like really the next stage. Well, that'll do. I will keep on doing more cabochons, but I don't think you need to watch any more. You've seen how I do it, and yeah, I'll be showing you the next stage soon. Okay, so these ones here are the ones that I dipped from that very first part of this video. I think that this might have been the very first one. So you can see it's really very pretty. I think it actually would look better this way up. It looks a bit like a flower, doesn't it? Look at all those beautiful sparkles. Got the flash on shells to show the colours. So, alright, so the next thing is to decide which tray they'd look best in. So, that looks quite nice. Or else. Okay, so that's the shiny silver. This is, I don't think it makes any difference. I don't think you can really tell that much. This is the, made it wobble. This is the antique silver one. Sorry, I touched it to make it focus. Alright, so that's that. Or this copper one might look nice because there's those sorts of colours in it. So yeah, that's quite nice. Brings up those colours that are in the painting, I'll call it, because that's what it is. Oh, there's this one, it's kind of the same. This one, I don't think, not so much, because that's more a yellowy colour, whereas those in the middle there, that's more that copper, isn't it? I should say brass, the brass one. Right, so this one's a gold. Don't think it's real gold, but actually that looks quite nice, surprisingly. Gold sets anything off, doesn't it? I'm actually thinking between the gold and the silver. If you can comment below and let me know which one you think I should do it in, because it's very difficult, these decisions. I'd love some help. Right, so the other one that I did in the beginning of this video was this one. First thing is to try and decide which way up. No, that's quite interesting actually, like that. It's a bit like a river going up. Don't know. Or this way up. I think I prefer that way up. Alright, so again, would it look best? Oh, it does look quite nice in the silver. I was actually thinking gold because it's got the goldy colour in there. We'll try the gold. Maybe. Maybe. When it gets glued, you just try and, because the cabochon's a little bit smaller than the trays, so you just, because the glue you can slide it around a little bit and you just get it to be centered. Alright, so yeah, I don't think the copper or the brass, because there's none of those sorts of colours in there. So if you could let me know please, should I put that one in the silver or the gold? Alright, so I won't hold you up with deciding with these other ones. Noises you can hear, baby puppies. Anyway, if you can let me know what you think about those two, which of these trays you think would suit best. I'd love to have your opinion because it's a tricky one. Alright, so I'll go on now and show you how I glue them in with the second lot. Okay, so now these have dried, the paint on the back, so well and truly dried. It's been a couple of weeks. So the next step is, you can see on the edges here there's a bit of paint, because when you dip it in, the odds are you're going to go a little lower than just the edge on the back there. So what I do is I just use my fingernail and just scrape it off. I usually do it over a tissue so that the bits don't end up everywhere. So just basically, this is probably best done like a couple of days after it's dried, because then it's a bit softer. But I have left it a bit long, but it's still coming off fairly easily. If you've got any trouble with it, you could dampen it very slightly, but you'd have to be careful doing that, because obviously you don't want to dampen what's on the back, because you don't want that coming off. If ever you find one that you've made and you go, oh, I don't like that, you can just soak it in some water, and then the paint will just slide off. And then you can still have your glass cabochon to use again. Alright, so that's taken that off. So that's the next stage. So I do that on all of them. So you might be able to see it a bit clearer on that one. So I can, don't know if it's in focus, it's close, maybe down here might be better. Just scrape that off. Sometimes it's not seen, but then when it's near the edge, like it is quite close to the top here, so that would probably be seen, because once it's gone into the tray, but you can see it can still just be seen on the edge there. So it is important to get those off, because I can tell you from experience, it's very annoying when you realise after you've glued it in that you can see the paint around the edges, and it's a lot trickier to try and get the paint off then. Now, talking of the paint on the back, while I think of it, Sometimes, just explain, say I've got an earring like this and I don't have a tray that suits to put it in, like I might not have the right size or colour that I want. And so what I might do is use, I'll go and get them, hang on a tick. Alright, so these, I can't remember what they're called, sorry, but these you can just put onto the backs. They're just little tiny pins with a little bit there. And if you glue it on with some good glue like the E6000, you can just, oh okay, first of all what I'd do is I would varnish that. You can just get a little bit on a rag, you know, like the liquid varnish or Liquitex gloss varnish is what I used on these ones. I just got a little rag and put that on the back, and then I glued that on so it ends up like that. Glue that on, and then you get these little tiny push things which can go on the back of it. Actually, I've recently got some others. So instead of this little fiddly metal thing, let's see how this goes. So you can pop that there, which is probably more comfortable to wear, isn't it, than the metal ones. So I just got that off Amazon. Yeah, that's good, that'll be nice and secure. And these are stuck on really well. So that's an idea. If you haven't got the trays that you want, you can always just do that to have a stud earring. So that might be what I might do for these, because I haven't yet received these are 14mm, which are bigger than these ones, which are 11 or 12mm. I just thought it'd be nice to get some bigger ones, but of course I haven't got the earrings to go. I've got some. I've already ordered some of the larger ones, but so far I've only got the copper and the brass, which are the right size. So it depends what sort of setting I want it in. But I've decided that the matching cabochon here to this one, well there's obviously two of these, I'm going to be putting into these rings. So, and that's the silver base, and I haven't yet got the silver ones. So what I could do is do the stud ones if I wanted to, but I'll have to see whether or not I've got any of the silver ones on order yet. Anyway, there's no hurry really. So I'll just show you the process now. So I'll just finish getting the paint off this one, because you don't have to see me doing all of them, do you, to get how it's done. So that's the paint off the edges of that one, and these are the matching earrings. So it depends what tray I choose for the pendant as to the tray, obviously, that the earrings will go in, because if they're supposed to be matching, it's best to have matching trays as well. It's probably better not to have, you know, like if you choose black, you don't want to then have silver for your earring trays. So I haven't got them all yet. I think there's some waiting for me at the post office actually, but I live in a remote area and it's half an hour away for me to get to the post office to get my mail. There's no mail out here. Joy of country living. No mail, no rubbish collection. Alright, so you see it's a little bit fiddly. If you haven't got fingernails, I guess you could use a sharp object, but not too sharp that it's going to scratch the glass. I'm afraid I haven't tried anything else, but that's something you could do if you haven't got fingernails. Alright, let's do this other one. Someone's on my feet. Willow, can you move off my foot, please? Ugh. Thank you. I live with lots of dogs. I've got not only the adult dogs that live in the house with me, but we've got 2 litters of puppies at the moment. I'm a registered breeder of Labradors, and I presently got, see, hear that little squeak? That's one of the puppies. I've got 2 litters. One litter is almost 4 weeks old, so they'll be ready to go outside soon. But we've got March flies. We've got the worst infestation, is that what you'd call it, of March flies I've ever known. So there's no way I can put them outside at the moment. But they've been around for a while, so hopefully they're about to all disappear. The March flies, that is, and then the puppies can go outside where they've got a bit of grass to play on and stuff. And the other litter, they're nearly 2 weeks old. There's 10 days between them. One litter, they're starting to play with each other. They're really cute. The other litter, all they're doing still is eating and sleeping, and their eyes are just open. They're very cute. Right, so next stage is to decide what colour tray to put them in. So I've got these different colour trays, so I'll try them out. First of all, I thought it would be nice to go in silver because it's a light colour, and I figured the silver might look nice. It's quite nice, isn't it? Actually, I might just give the glass a clean. What I use is isocol rubbing alcohol and a clean tissue, which I've folded up, and just squirt a little bit on there. And remember to put the lid on because it does evaporate quickly. The lid back on. And then just rub it over. And also rub the back as well because you need to see a bit of paint comes off, so you don't want to be rubbing it for too long. I usually do the backs and then do the glass later, but just so they look nice for you to see, because they do sometimes have a little bit of the residue of the, we call it blue tack here, but the poster putty, even though what I'm using isn't blue. Alright, so you just want to give those a little clean with that. What this does is it takes away any oils that could have come off your fingers or the manufacturing process or anything. It just helps the glue to stick better if there's not any oils. Alright, so we've tried it out and it's dry now. We've tried that out. I've already decided the way up I want it. I think that's the prettiest way up. To me it looks a little bit like leaves coming up, maybe. Anyway, this way up I think it should be. So then I'm thinking maybe this one, because it's the same colour as the bit of green in there. The greens, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? And we could try it in the gold. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I like that. Yeah, there is a little bit of gold in the paint here. Not that that's altogether necessary, but just helps it to bring it out. So that's really pretty actually. How about the black one? Yeah, I think that's too different, too harsh for the pretty picture. So we certainly won't do the black. So we'll put that over there. And out of those, I actually think the gold's the prettiest. So luckily I do have some gold backings. Where are they? Here we are, got these. It's not real gold, unfortunately. Silver ones are silver plated, but these ones I don't believe are gold plated. It does say plated, plated rectangle. Plated with what though? I'll have to look that up. So again we need to, or I need to, just rub that around there, just take any oils out, trying not to touch it with my fingers again, because if any of you have pressed your fingers against a glass window, you can see the oils that are left from your fingers. So it's best not to be touching the backs with your fingers if you can help it after you've done that. So, alright. While we're at this stage, just might be interesting for you guys to see me trying to choose the others. So I've chosen that these, whoops, that this one's gold. And now, just leave that on there. Tummies to make sure I don't get stuff on the back. So now I've already cleaned them. So now, right, so this is a long one, as you can see. Give that a clean. Just clean on this side for a minute. You can dry it with the dry part. And yeah, that's come up nicely. So I think that turned out really quite pretty. It's one of the 4-week-olds. Alright, so let's see what it looks like in this one. Oh yeah, that's alright. Brings out the little bits of greeny, even though this is kind of a brass, so it sort of brings out those tones. Just a bit of a mark on there. There's a dog snoring. Try this. This is an antique silver. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, I like that. And this is a copper. No, I don't like that, so it doesn't suit it. And the gold. No. I think I prefer the silver for this one. There's only one of these. Did I clean that? Yes, did I clean it? I don't remember. I'll clean it now. So clean that while I'm at it. So that's ready to go. And I've still got to do that. Anyway, I'll do that afterwards. You don't need to see me doing that. And what about these? So because I've chosen this one to be the silver, and these earrings I think match the best, so I just need to put those in silver as well, which I have. These are silver plated earrings. Yeah, I like these. See, they've got that lovely texture on the back, which is quite pretty. This one, I really don't think it's going to match the gold. Oh, actually it does. How about that? That looks lovely actually. See, you can be surprised. It's good always to try them out. You can have a decision in mind. See, I thought the silver would look better. Yeah, that's nice too, but I actually think that gold looked better. That is surprising. Alright, let's try it in the copper. Yeah. So you also got to decide which way up you want it. I've already decided I like it sideways. Well, mainly what made me decide that was because I realised that the earrings are sideways the way I'd done those. So if you want them to match, you want them to match. Alright, so I've decided the gold, I think. Wow, that is a surprise. Yeah, gold again for that one. Okay. And there you go. Anyway, so I'll just show you the rings too. Like, how nice does that look? But rather than make it into a pendant, maybe I will try that as a ring. And this one too, I thought this looked quite nice. Alright, sorry my hand's jiggling a bit. Dog under my foot, on my foot. Try and keep my hand still. So yeah, I think that's quite pretty, hey? And it's like that, so you can, if you've got a smaller finger, you could pinch it in. Yep. There goes a puppy dog. So tell me what you think. I'd love to hear what you think. Whether you think, like, I've got a few of these ring trays, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if people will like them or not. I would love to know your opinions. I'm not a big ring wearer, so I don't know what people like these days. I thought that might look quite nice. What do you think? That with the matching earrings. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let me know your opinions, because that will let me know whether I should do more of these. I will do these, but whether I should do more, excuse the dog snoring, if I should do more or just forget about it. Alright, so the next step. So we've got this one here ready to go, and we've chosen the gold, which we have already. Right, let's get these out of the way a little bit. So I'm just going to put some gloves on, because I'm going to be using glue now. Alright, so I've got the E6000. I'll show you what this is for in a minute. The E6000, now I've got the two sizes. This one I bought first. And then I thought, well, this is almost out of this one. I thought I may as well get the bigger one, which has been really handy actually, because it comes with these little thingamajiggies, which replace that black thing there. And it honestly, it's a lot easier to squeeze out. But anyway, with those. But of course, it only came with a few of those, and I don't want to use one now if I'm only going to be doing one. I will do some more after I finish filming, but as I'm not yet ready with all the rest, I won't use that big one. I'll just use this little one. Now this is my applicator. So let me see, I got that ready, and that ready, those ready. So this is very gooey, as in, and it's very, I better hurry up. Actually, I shouldn't be doing it in here near the puppies, so I'll just do this one here, because it's quite fumey. Make sure you got some windows open. I'll do these. No, I won't. Right, got me that way up. Need a bit more than that. you need to sort of twist it around because you end up with a big long bit coming out, like a little cobweb that comes out from it. You don't need to go to all the corners, it just needs to stick. Might not be quite enough though. So just even a blob in the middle and then squish it. So just give a little bit of a gentle, well, gentle but firm. You can see it moves around a bit because the tray is slightly bigger than the cabochon, so try and center it up as best you can. Otherwise it looks funny and you don't want it twisted sideways. So make sure it's, that looks good. Alright, so that's done. Alright, before I put that away, I'll just check which way up I want these earrings. That's why I did the pendant first. So, yep, I like it like that. Do I? Maybe, oh, it looks like a sea or something in the sky, doesn't it? Alright, change my mind, we'll do them that way up. I'm sure it doesn't matter that much, but it's best to be happy as much as you can. Did I clean those? Yes, I did. Alright, so again, just a little smear up the middle there. Twist it around in case there's any cobwebby bits. It's a tight fit. Alright, so push it in firmly. So here it is with the flashlight on. Okay, it's quite pretty, eh? And it's got the wings, so it can be expanded or you can push it together to make it smaller. And I think that looks so pretty, eh? So pleased with that. You can see how little gold streaks in there, like around here, and up in the, and there, and the little gold or glitter, which would come from the gold. It goes well with the gold tray, and the earring. The other one. I think they'll little puppy noises. Their mum's, don't know if she's still in there, she's just been in there feeding them. The little almost 2-week-olds. Alright, thanks again for watching and I shall let you go now. Okay, bye for now.